Back with another video. So I was just laying here thinking, we live in an age where it's 2025 and it's like denying someone's status can lead to death. Like this shit should be a crime. And I was saying as with some of these people that the whole community and family knew, it's just taking me back to the scriptures about those who denied me in front of men. This could be going to court trying to get a conservatorship. You know damn better that there's nothing wrong with me. It's something wrong with the people that's doing it, the court giving it to them when you can tell that these people is lying. The family members that said you needed it, but they little retarded ass kids didn't need it. But the real reason why you did it is because somebody's worth. They were worth more than something, or they were worth something and the others were not. So you're sacrificing or killing one person in order for others to grow, and these others don't even think like this one person. Somebody has the mind to run something, a world, a nation, or whatever God put them to. Your people didn't get that. Like this is like I said, it's something about like being like selfish. These people don't think beyond themselves or something like this. Like blocking me from something is blocking more. Even though I talk about it through mind's eye, it's still these are the mindsets of people that are real rulers, commanders. I wouldn't say leaders. I don't put them up there with rulers and commanders because you're not looking for validation for a group of people or trying to find a bunch of angry children to come rally behind you to get a cause. You want stately men. You want people that can make decisions and put it in writing or not, or say it and record it or have it jotted down or just know. You don't. You see what I'm saying? Around you. Because I was just thinking about like even with situations when we're like, oh, the police shot that person or whatever. Because I was thinking about like in urban communities or sometimes in the hood, you know, people get shot all the time and nobody's throwing a big tantrum. They throw a light ceremony or stuffed animal ceremony and put stuff at the corner, and they're real quiet when it comes to somebody that's within that community that they gunned somebody down. But as soon as the police are involved, and there's one thing about this, like there is a definition. If these people signed up, took an oath to the crown or took an oath to whoever they take their oath to, and they signed up to protect and serve or do this and that within the community, okay, those are choices. Somebody chose to do that, put their life on the line or whatever for a group, community, whatever sector or whatever. It comes a time if somebody is in a situation. I thought about this, like a police being in a situation, like where something can even be mistakenly. This is how they're trained. At some point in time, to that traffic stop, when weapons have to be pulled out, rather somebody's acting erratic, they got their own weapon or whatever this is. Like we could argue all day about lives mattering, but in that instance, somebody's gonna maybe be, harmed or dead, and it's I don't know, something like protocol or something like this, like something decides the factor of who's more important. Ain't that strange? At that moment, when the police, it could be five police pointing their weapons at one person that get out the car and make one wrong move, and that person could get shot. Now they could take it to court and see if it's wrongful or see if the police could have did something wrong. Did they follow all the procedures and the steps? Okay, we take it to court and we settle this way because there are some things in this footage or something that's showing us that the police officer could have handled this in a different way. But whether people say it or not, at some point in time, because these are cops, it's like there is some type of protocol here. Their life, we're taught that, right? Okay. Because again, if you're dealing with the cops, most likely, I mean, even if you gun down one police officer or you do something wrong, more cops is coming. They're going to take you to jail in their their jurisdiction or in their hands. You're going to have to be around them. The police. It should be like if this is a police against a civilian or something, there should be a different jail that these motherfuckers should be taken to, because Could you imagine being in a situation where you accidentally shot a cop or you harmed a cop and you got to go to jail with these niggas in the same? I don't know if they take them to a different jurisdiction or they keep them in the same jurisdiction. Like all you was doing was trying to protect yourself. Like if there was some malpractice or there was something that was done wrong on the police's part. Like somebody was manhandling somebody too much. They did do this. Somebody did get in a fight with a police officer. Like I'm not seeing it like that. Once you disrespected like me like this, I'm not seeing your badge. I don't have no weapon. But motherfucker, if a police pulled me over or something and he started punching me in my face, I'm gonna have to defend myself. Say because he could be crazy. He could have fucking lost it. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to defend myself, but like who's gonna see it that way? Like after you're in these people's custody. That's what I mean. All right. So I always thought about that when people get into something like that with police, or when the police actually gets hurt, or they like, oh, he did this to Sergeant Morello or something like this. You know, do they take them to their what do you call it? I just said it, didn't I? Where their dispatch is or whatever, or to their police house. Okay, I don't know what it's called. Okay, I can't think of it right now. Or do they take them somewhere else just because? So are these clauses here that people should think about, or something like this here? But I was just thinking about that when it goes to some type of showdown, whether it's that or not. You know, the fact that we saying if the police have a gun on you and you get out the car and you have a gun on you and you didn't do nothing wrong, or you think you didn't do nothing wrong, or somebody gonna think your ass crazy to pull a gun out on the police and they shoot you or shoot you to death or just shoot you one time to get you down, whatever this is. You telling me that at one point in time in this altercation, the police's life is more important than mine, you know? So like, okay, like you might have some kind of leeway if it's two dudes toting guns on the basketball court and somebody pull a gun out and intimidate somebody with it or something like this. But either way, you could lose your life because you don't know how far this person is willing to go, right? But it's like you could threaten somebody like this, possibly they can press charges or not, or walk away from the situation. But if it comes, you can't change your mind once you pull out a gun on the president. Do you get what I'm saying? You can't just go back and change your mind and say, okay, I was just playing or something like this. You going through the whole fucking process. More than likely you're going to jail. So the denial of somebody's placement here on earth right now, especially amongst people that's calling themselves gifted or chosen, or they just think that they the ones that should be. But you think that somebody else should not. I'm talking about people that know who we are and they're examining and attacking us and putting a target on our back just because of who we are before we can even get the respect in that position, so that people can harm you so that you don't make it to that position. It's like premeditated murder or something like this. And somebody can say, well, who says you're, well, I don't know. If my status as a queen, it kind of goes with societal norms. You see, people like to stick with what society says. That it, I mean, you can like it or you don't. My life is more, we don't have to say to the core, because the queen could be a horrible bitch. And this other person could be a holy person. You see what I'm saying? But the measures that are put in place is to protect that person at all costs. It just don't matter. You knew it before you signed, before you came to this gathering where you knew that the queen was going to walk across the stage, you know, and this thing, people got to remove their weapons or whatever. They can't bring weapons in this place because this person is going to be on the stage or whatever. You know, it's something like this. Because if there's, it doesn't matter. Like, you don't have to be a part of any of this. If God chose this person, showed this person to people or something, and said this is this queen or whatever like this, and you can't do, you know, what who are you to try to discredit this person or strip them or test them? This is not a testing race, motherfucker. It's a birthright. That's the difference between people running around here talking about they kings and queens and stealing people's crowns and the people that was actually born with it. They should only have to wake up and realize, I should not have to go through no fucking trials and tribulations. I wake up and realize, hey, y'all took this, I need it back. And that's just it. So somebody say, who's to say the life is, well, it's not really necessary to say my life is more important than anybody else's, but my life should be more important than somebody that found out who I am, and because you feel like I'm something that you're not or you want to be, you're going to sit there and try to disrupt my flow of things or mess with my brain even or my body parts or something like this, and or harm me, you know. um like secret, it's almost like it just make me think about like a grown up, like it make me think about like a daycare, because you sending your children to the daycare, you trust in this daycare to take care of your child while you at work doing your thing. And then to come to find out, if you had your child there and the teacher been the same for like 2 years, and then somebody come and show you a footage at your job, like, yeah, we found out that the teacher was doing this or whatever, you would feel so horrible, because like, damn, is this the first time? How long? They putting some poison in the kids' food. You see it on camera. Oh, this my baby been coming home with their stomach messed up and sick every night for like 2 years. Like, damn, bitch, you been poisoning my child for 2 years. You know, and then we wonder sometimes, like, why do some children get picked to have to go through hardships and stuff like this? Or it seems like this particular child, it has to be something about that child or something, or that person. Nobody's just doing that shit for no reason. And it's the responsibility of these watchers. What the fuck are you watching for if you're not going to put forth the information? That's why I say watchers with blood on their hands, or that don't sound off the alarm or something like this. Like, there could have been somebody watching that footage for 2 years, and they didn't like your little kid because your little kid the rowdiest one in the school, and they don't like your kid either, and they seen that teacher doing something strange. Maybe they say they couldn't make it out all this time, but you knew what the fuck was going on. You just wanted my child to be hurt too. A child that's obviously 20 times smaller than you, that's defenseless, they can't even talk. Yeah, the child might be annoying. Shit, he might get on my nerves, but it's not. I didn't sign up to come sit at a daycare and take care of children, no matter how they come to us. Once they get accepted, that's just it. Should I be casting these people to the side and harming the child because it makes you feel better? Because the child is too jumpy, or you can't control it like you can control the rest of them. Tell the person you don't want to take that child at the school, that they're going to have to find another school. Don't fucking sit there and hurt the person, or you don't want the job. You think you're above the job or something like this, So, but we all know, like, some kind of protocol. What I'm trying to get back to, and I hope I'm saying this correctly, is the way that we've taught about police officers. Even though it don't have to be, is not true. It shouldn't be in some cases. Some of them are assholes and do stuff. You're basically saying it doesn't matter how this officer is or something like this. If they raise a gun to somebody, we want to keep that. We want to keep that energy, like that their lives are valuable. They're serving us. We can't just have people being able to go around killing cops. And we rarely hear about cop killers. You already systematically trained not to do that. You see? And sometimes that shit can get out of hand too. You already systematic. Most people look at police officers and wouldn't dare pulling out a weapon, or you be like, oh, the police is there. Or even when you riding down the street, you see the police sitting on the side, you like, ooh, you look down at your speedometer or whatever to see how fast you going, because you just don't want no shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a natural reaction. You see the cops on the side, you look at your thing. Some people might not, but most people look at it. You ain't doing nothing wrong. You ain't scared. You ain't nothing. But most people gonna see the police and look. It's a thing. And I'm pretty sure they have, if cops are in a pattern where they've shot more than, they probably get transferred, or they probably lose their job or something like that. Cause like, motherfucker, you ain't something wrong if you ain't following protocol because you done shot too many people this month, or we got to keep an eye on your ass. Like, and if people not doing that, not holding themselves accountable, then, well, I don't know. But it's like the police can raise the gun at us and we're helpless or something like this, even if we weren't doing anything wrong. But like, soon as because they got that badge and that the outfit on, soon as you try that shit, because you could have 4, crazy ass cops that do this shit. They pick somebody, one person a month, and they've been doing crimes to people or whatever, and then if we get in the future and these motherfuckers can carry shit around to brainwash people right after a stop. Think about something like this now, out in the country or something like this, where motherfuckers want to play games. They so bored sitting out there on that highway waiting for somebody to speed one time and rarely get a hit. Think about how bored a motherfucker could get if a group of police officers working this thing, and we got future things where people could use like technology, like brainwash people after traffic stops. Imagine if police had the right to do that. Okay. After an incident, or they slipped up so they don't get sued, because everybody want to sue everybody all of a sudden because everybody money hungry and they just want to get people. Think about this kind of shit that could be actually get done. It don't even have to be a traffic stop. I'm talking about, think about police officers or policing changing, and this is the kind of materials and the new weapons and stuff. Because I think every so often they get new money to get new stuff, new toys is what I call it. Weapons, new toys. It's something that's about a power trip or a power struggle. Okay. And again, the rejecting of, because I could be fine if I had my status. People know this is a thing of respect. Leave me the fuck alone. Stop trying to sneak around. Stop doing this stuff around me. I could be a queen that live among society. But can society be a society that leaves somebody alone that ain't even out there like, I'm the queen, everybody look at me. I'm just minding my fucking business. You know what I'm saying? But if God gave me a status, you best believe, motherfucker, you better not touch it. You better leave my shit right there how it was. You get what I'm saying? And then some of us could be looking back like, damn, how was it? Because it seemed like people trying to tell, unless these are other people's memories of what happened to them, right? And they want you to be the one to speak up for it, but these people that stole from you and walked away from you and lied on you and manipulated you, and now they want you to fight for their battles. And I feel like some of these energies that be pulling on people energy, they just thought that you were supposed to be the one to come save them and start doing court cases or something like this. And this is not. It's not your. And they're like, what are you doing? Or what's next? And it's like, what? Look, I'm not in my proper place, so I'm just not doing nothing. I paid Susie Homemaker for 20-something years. It was easy because the person was bringing home the bacon, and I was just preparing and doing what I had to do. If that person ain't doing that no more, obviously, and I'm not feeling that no more, obviously, I'm out of place. I'm not in the right place. So I'm not. God already formed me into being ahead of a state or ahead of something. I'm not even in the same brain. He came through here and changed our minds already. Like you do with mind control. God done already changed our minds. So you can look at me all the fuck you want to. But if it ain't no people of service around me, most likely that shit ain't gonna get cleaned up like you wanted to. I'm not getting paid, motherfucker. I'm not getting paid. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody working for free. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you have something that you do, like we get on here and do these videos or whatever. It ain't really for free. There's payment somewhere, somehow, within whatever this is that we're doing. Somebody's paying the price. Somebody's used to like dissing somebody. It's obvious. Like this person been doing this naturally for us without even knowing. You're not gonna pay that person for that stuff. Now you got all these other hoes in here. Just because you was able to kind of scoot that person out the way, like motherfuckers is just shady. But you know what I'm saying about that aspect of things. Because as soon as you as soon as you pull out a weapon on the police, they just shoot you dead and ain't no fucking. So you have something to think about. If you want to get in a gun pointing match with a police officer, you have something to think about a little bit more. And the police can be a little bit jumpy, but it depends on the situation. At the amount or the rate that they end up killing unarmed people or something like this. Also, unarmed, maybe this is why we were going into this. There's really no excuse at that point with unarmed individuals. Just like some of us might be unarmed right now. We don't have our armor on. We don't have some kind of link connected to us when we're in danger, when our heart rate starts slowing down. When something like this, that energy will come in, or spaceships or something, and take care of us the way that they're supposed to, or angels, or whatever this is, or demons drag you to God, whatever this is that would be happening, that could be something here too. While people are trying to really weaken someone while you don't have your shell on. Like your shell is off. Okay? Alright? Or your armor. I won't call it a shell. Because they could be shiesty. Your armor is off. Because I'm guessing within their training, police are, trained to do that. If a person do something like that, the person may not know that. They could be a civilian. They could feel like, most people ain't like, well, I'm about to protect myself against these police. Do you understand what I'm saying? Most people ain't even thinking like that. So this might be like, they got to deal with different people. People that's insane, people that, might be lost their mind, people that could be panicking, people could be distorted, somebody could have hit their head, it could be all different reasons why somebody could, just get out the car and just start they could be drunk. Police meet people at different, you have to observe the situation as you pull this person over or you come in contact with this person. They don't always have something saying, oh, this person is mentally ill, so, let's just give him a couple more seconds if he pull out that gun or something. I mean, it just, with the societal norm, it doesn't matter. A cop could just use that opportunity somebody could see that this person is crazy or something. They're not really about to pull this gun. They're not going to pull the trigger. They just swinging this thing around. He don't even know what he's doing. Yeah, somebody could get hurt. But is this a case where you just shoot this person, or do people just, put them guards up on themselves until this nigga calm down and drop the gun because he's so drunk he looking stupid, he gonna drop the gun in a minute anyway, and you could save somebody's life by not shooting the nigga, like, And I don't know why we're going into these scenarios here. I also feel like with unarmed energy, this could be why somebody don't like that you could go there. You see what I'm saying? You may feel like, you don't have that much like protection or something like this right now. You could feel people snatching away your pieces of armor and you still talking like that. And somebody like, all right, yeah, see about this next time or something. But like, why are you acting so tough that you know that somebody's armor? Like, if I have the right to have armor on and go around here and do whatever I want to do, oh, well, I'm not doing that. But, you know what I'm saying? Who the fuck is you to tell me if God gave me this armor? Who is you to tell me that I can't have this armor on? I'm pretty sure some of us we didn't even know that we were dealing with these kind of silent tyrants behind the scenes this whole time. That's even in your family, your community, and things like this that was doing unethical things to us in secret that we weren't even aware that was going on. You understand what I'm saying? Tyrannical. I think tyrant was one of those things that was on there too. So somebody's saying you got tyrannical thinking, but these actually are tyrants that's going out there and implementing these things on people's lives that have a certain type of status. But since these criminals said you don't have the status, so they can continue to steal from you, they're disregarding your status. In order to compromise one or take something from one. Why are you compromising it? We see right here that this is the truth. Why are you compromising this person's time, money, energy, and things like this? Why are you doing that? The person, you already embarrassed this person to make them look weaker than everybody. Why are you still going on with that? Because this person has something. It would make me think that you fear this person, or this person knows something about your ass, or maybe we need to look at you differently, or maybe we should strip you of your fucking title, or maybe we should make you go out there and do this kind of work that you keep trying to make this person do when obviously they not hearing your calls because they're not a call fucking girl. You call them other bitches, they run, come pick up that money or whatever this is, come do this, come do that or something like this, but not this one. You got to go in and get this one out. So obviously that's not a fucking call girl. Like somebody is, somebody's like doing something weird like that. And that's the worst thing, to know who you are. If people's like, just learn who you are. Bitch, don't say nothing to me. You a fucking thief. I know who I am. Y'all trying to deny me. And this shit about to be over real soon. This shit is about to be over in a minute. Imagine somebody that don't have that ranking plan and trying to threaten you about your job every day. Like somebody in human resources, somebody in the mailroom trying to tell you, bitch, I'll get you fired. I'll do this and that. I'm about to change your, like, damn. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing? And then one day you find out something, your status been changed or something, your job title or something like this. And then you go to real human resources and then this person acting like they don't want to change it back or they don't know the truth. It's like, oh, both of you these departments fucking with me. What's going on? What's really going on? Because you sleeping with somebody in human resources. Now they calling me in the office trying to fire me every week or trying to complain about every little thing I do. And it didn't start until you start fucking that person in human resources. Right? And both and this person got a better, that person in human resources got a better job than me. They should have been concerned about that. And then you wasn't concerned about losing your job when whatever I do is more needed. I had to go to school and do this, or I had to learn this craft 100% to get this job, and everybody can't do it. But your job, everybody can do it. You gotta really have some fucking balls. Like, why are you trying to move me out of my way? You can't even have my job. Why? That's insanity. You can't even have my job. What's wrong with society to make you think that you can have this position here? It ain't got nothing to do with your money. Your paperwork, motherfucker, is running through my blood. What do you mean? Uh-oh, hold on. Nobody, like, we weren't placed in these positions for no fucking reason. And I'm sorry. But I'm starting to look at it like, yeah, my life must be. If God still got me here and these people doing all this, it ain't about the weapon. It's not getting away with a crime or nothing. That should show these motherfuckers alone. Yeah, something is. Yeah, somebody said, well, I'm still here and I did all this to you. Don't you think? But y'all hiding. You sneaking in and out on airports and clearports and from underground and shit, motherfucker. I'm still right here, all out in the open. There's nowhere for me to run and hide. There's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to go. So somebody has some type of travels or something. And a lot of this stuff is, the thing that's so humiliating is a lot of this shit, these attacks and stuff is off of people's fucking emotion. People that can't control their own emotions. People that can't control their own something. You know, oh, this person, I don't know why they can't decide if you, get me off the list permanently, motherfucker. Get you off the list too from coming the fuck up over here. Like, what are you doing? And then we will see. Get anything that belonged to me off your motherfucking roster. And then we'll see. Because this could lead back to the fact of somebody owing you money, but they're going to create a fake sector where they can challenge you and chastise to you from above, right? And abuse you and try to kill you off before they all have to pay the money back. So is this, like I said, is this about slavery or indentured servitude or any other kind of servitude? There's a couple of different ways to be in service. Okay? Because I was thinking, like, you know, it don't matter. I got ties to this motherfucking soil too. If I want to call myself a queen or something and build a whole nother royal family in the motherfucking America, I could. And I know they were saying something about all these millionaires or these billionaires that's popping up on the scene. We so broke, right? But they were saying it's like 900 and something thousand billionaires or something like this. And this was in 1 month, and they said within a week, or we sure that has changed. Where the fuck is they getting this money from? And then it was saying something about people buying up states or something like, oh, if I hope the fuck you got the seal of the queen, because if not, it's gonna be Olmecing. People talk about the Olmecs. We don't see no. Like, I didn't do that much on the Olmecs. I didn't see the real civilization. We just see the heads, motherfucker. Remember that. There was giants in them days. And then what the fuck did you do? Right? It's giving me the Six of Cups. Is it the Six of Cups? Yeah. With the giant man coming trying to give that flowers or something to the woman, and she got, if you look at that with a magnifying glass, you'll see she got a little face on the side of her head. This could be a Gemini, Pisces, like somebody that's a two-faced energy, possibly. All right, call out my name. So somebody could be trying to get you to call somebody towards you so they could get these people attacked or something like this. So there's more, okay, there's more levels and layers to this. And some of us, we're not calling on anything. We've been standing here trying to do the whole thing because what does it do? It never changes anything. But a snake could be attached to you doing this and setting all your people up. And when you're looking for where's all my people, they're not there anymore because guess what? Something else was calling on them and ending them, but they weren't being serious about their task of getting you out of a situation and with them in the first place. These are the people that get you out of the danger zone just to bring your ass back. Go figure. With their little secret transport department. I don't like this system because it's foreign. It's not natural. Whatever they're trying to give you little hints like, oh, yesterday this happened. There's nothing that should be happening in my kingdom under my nose. Again, there's no way that these people should be able to block this anyways, because even if this was somebody that was kicked out of the kingdom, they still get to keep that information for a future reference so that this don't happen again when they go into the next cycle or whatever this is. And somebody's ruining that for somebody. They're doing it for God, to God or something like this. And I feel like this is the end. Don't you motherfucking let me get my grips on you. These people, this is a problem of the United States. Yes, you in bed with these people. And you letting them run around here and do this shit here. You see? This is your dirty work. This is your thing. This is your cancer. This is your something. You let it in. Over there amongst the east of the garden. You don't care about Americans. Or America. You sat there and siphoned something from America all this time. In Britain. And then try to blame it on these people. You train them people to go over there and 20 years ago get that motherfucking British accent or whatever like this and siphon the money from here and all that bullshit. You see? It's not. That's why I said it's not me. I wasn't even plugged in yet. I don't know why I'm hungry. I feel like I need some food. My stomach hurts. I kind of wanted to make some potato salad and my baked beans and make me some bratwursts. Just for the heck of it. Also, remember we seen that dinner card or something in reverse? I just... Oh, because, my daughter, she be doing her own thing. And then she had some noodles on the stove last night, and I pinched a piece of noodles or whatever. And I was thinking, but like, I was real mellow after that. I'm like, oh my God, I hope it wasn't nothing in there or something like this. But that could have been something too. Some kind of poisoning or something. But what's the use? If they find out it's a poisoning, what are they going to do? Are they going to remove these people that's supposed to be these family members or what? Because obviously I'm not going anywhere. Just the fuck yet. Like, I'm tired of these people. I bet you these people that faked the death of the Queen Elizabeth, I bet they just came and put me over here or something like this. They just faking something. And the spirit, see, we're talking about higher level shit now. The spirit is still alive. They were supposed to take me right on up over there. Even if the person did die. Because they acting like you got to die first and then we do this. Or no, I want to do it right now. Tired of you motherfuckers. I'm listening to people that's in the kitchen and the cooks like, oh, just wait. We're going to get you out of here, Queen, one day. Motherfucker, get it done now.
Tired of these people. Get rid of these motherfuckers. They already. What I'm saying is, you already broke all the codes and the laws. Get rid of them. Revoke their motherfucking license to drive or to fly or to any other fucking thing that they doing. You cannot. If one person did it, motherfucker, everybody get it. Just stop. 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 Just everybody just stop. You know, you don't want to fuck around with me because you don't want me to be protected by police, motherfucker. Okay. You're going to be ending up in one of them places where the police take 20 to 30 minutes to get to your ass when somebody about to murder you. You want lawlessness? We will just have lawlessness. Whatever you talking about, because this land ain't for sale. The ancient lands ain't for sale. You better go and put that shit back where it was. This land ain't for sale. This land is not your land and my land for me and you and me. This is my motherfucking land. Because you motherfuckers that got out of hand. The people that's called land, all that. You can't have none of it. When you find out somebody been doing something to the numbers on these people or something like this, then guess what? They're going to get excused heavily. Somebody's also trying to make somebody a blank space, but that person got everything that somebody needs. That person got the truth. Why you didn't get the truth? Why you let this person brainwash this person before we got all the information? Who let that happen? Who let that happen that they don't get to have their job no more? Yeah, some kind of injustice here. Who let that happen? If these are the hidden ones, they have a covering over them. Who let that happen? The people that don't want this change. Who let that happen? Somebody is confused or manipulated here. Roxanne. Yep. Behind the veil. Tarot. This could be also the Sophia energy, the Matrix person, because somebody was complaining about they took their vision, but somebody took the vision from me. Somebody's chakras is not lined up properly. Okay? This is the cause of the Empress not knowing that them taking the Ace of Cups and fucking with the Ace of Cups. That's the closest thing of the thinking of God. And you thought you could put your fucking hands on it and do what you want to do or something like this. Just so somebody cannot gain. We got intuitive Kev energy. Somebody don't want somebody to gain something here. All right? This person might be having a crush on somebody or something like this. All right? I don't know. We got the water energy here in the upright. Okay? Good thing somebody can still walk on water probably. And then we got the Chariot. Why is this person don't want you to gain something? They saying after something? This is a no. This could be another person like representing a king or something like this. Because this person don't want to get a tower. That's why they're trying to stop me from having any kind of gain. Because what did you do? You gave out the address of the queen? A death. To bring the offering somewhere else here? What is this? So we got the man down energy with this energy here. Somebody's laid up into like where there's a man down, but this person could have been taken like misery or, you know, like taken to a facility to be healed or something, or to a person, a so-called healer. They could have been with these greens, or this person could be amongst these Ace of Days energy. But the Chariot is hovering over these people. Why? Because that person was in the upright, but there's something that they did here recently. executed. Oh, this could be like the Jolly Green Giant or like the big green person. What did they do? They executed somebody. Somebody could be in devil energy. So they executed somebody. This could also be, what's that person name from Kenosha that played the Incredible Hulk? I think their family is from Kenosha. I can't remember what his name is. That's that movie star. King of Coins energy here. Um, damn. I don't think it's Tenuta. That's the store. I can't remember. It's a guy. What did they do? Love in reverse. And somebody could have risked their life or something here. This could be a movie star or something like this. Okay, because we were picking up that energy of like somebody was standing up to a father that was bullying or abusing his child all the time. I don't think it was the Incredible Hulk. I feel like it was something else, a different kind of movie. But somebody stood up, like they stood up to somebody that was being a bully to their child. Or to a child here. And something could have happened to this person. Princess of Coins is in reverse, a younger woman. There's something being shown about underneath the cement. Okay? See, because I feel like some people's like, oh, I'm your friend or something. But under the reign of the father that's harming and stopping this person and feeding all y'all my stuff. And then there's some warriors or some other people that come in and try to get that to be done. You're not my friend if you're with the father that keeps restricting me, or with the group of people that work with the father that don't want to be punished for what they did to me. So they like to regulate stuff amongst each other. Well, you can't go over there. I'm going over there. I'm going over there. It's like the Garbage Pail Kids. And it's like, I don't trust none of you motherfuckers. So somebody could have, this was a witness to something about somebody being executed here. We got Smith as this devil or devil child, or dealing with this child, or a snitch. Somebody could have said something about some child being a snitch, and something got executed here. Maybe even on a spaceship. I don't know. But now it's like the devil has called out this execution on somebody. The little dots is coming out of his mouth with the noose. And we got a Princess of Coins in reverse. A snitch. This could be somebody that's laid up with a masculine energy here. Yeah, that was stealing, or the father or somebody in this community here. All right? Somebody was stealing or being sneaky to try to do something like this. I don't know what's going on. Why is she in reverse? Somebody's a fucking tyrant, man. It's like the devil is a snitch or something, or this girl with this devil they trying to say is a snitch about this sneaky operation, but somebody didn't snitch. Somebody didn't snitch. Or they didn't. Some information was found underneath some cement here. Some body parts or some babies or something. Okay? Some kids buried under the cement was being exposed. The green giant or something could have witnessed this as well. A cement company. This person, the male energy, already took a leap of faith and walked away from that situation a long time ago. Alright. The dancer is in reverse. To go with this dancer, the Sagittarius nation, or somebody else here. Somebody could be a dancer here, and this led to this person's death. Alright. And then whoever this is that went over here with these red cups This is infamous for the little barbecues and little things we used to have at my in-laws. The red cups, whenever I see that. Somebody thought that they was with happiness with this side energy or somebody else. But they're not. And somebody don't want a truce. Let's see about this truce. A death. Somebody could be finding out that somebody killed somebody or one of their clones or something. This could be the clone that lead them back home or lead them back to a specific person. They try to act like somebody is not existent in a something, but just maybe do that with me, David, because, bitch, I don't play no games with no nigga that ever think he gonna fucking try to put another bitch side by side, bitch. In my kingdom, your ass will be slain for that alone. It just, you know what I'm saying? I done played with niggas and things. I didn't want to keep the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I knew this was like, so, cause somebody trying that secret lovers, bitch, you better just sing that song in another direction. Bitch, the only way that some of, if this is a past king energy or emperor energy of mine, the only reason why you would be with one of these bitches because they about to wind up missing or something in a little bit. That's the only, I'm just saying it out loud. It's just the bottom line. It's the bottom fucking line. Only reason why you would be with one of my enemies bitches that bitch about to be missing. The fuck? I don't have to bite my tongue. We got this mystical energy and somebody righteous, an adult female, non-possessive adult female is oh no, it's saying somebody religious. So somebody is religiously non-fucking possessive and somebody is religiously grown. Somebody trying to act like somebody is a child or something. And we got this mystical energy underneath this person. Fuck. What do you don't know what it's like when you have to clean out some trash from a kingdom or something like this? They're doing it. They're doing it. Do you understand what I'm saying already? The fuck? You ain't supposed to be here. You don't call the shots around here. And you're doing it. So you therefore, like, what do you mean? I don't know what else somebody want me to say. And you're not doing it anymore. You meet injustice with justice, motherfucking. There's only one agenda. If they don't work for this energy here, then you don't fucking exist in this new system. You can't mess with somebody that's going to be righteous or whatever this is 99% of the time or all the time now. Ain't no such thing as no. I don't do that like that. I don't do nothing like that, bitch. You want to be a mistress over here in this kingdom. I don't know what you doing with the rest of the trees, but with this kingdom, with this tree, with this whatever this is, bitch, you ain't making it. You want to come try to blaspheme my shit talking about mistress or some masculine energy. You got this hoe around here saying something. Just telling you. Remove that bitch. This is holy land. I don't know what else to tell you. Remove those shoes, bitch. I wish I would be having the most powerful kingdom or something in the world, and then you got some little bitch running around here with some title or something that somebody gave her in the heat of the moment in the bed, and you run around here chomping at the bit and making rules and decisions. Bitch, your ass would be missing with a millstone around your motherfucking neck, because this is my baby. Anybody messing with these little children, these little business ideas that you thought you heard me and you was going to steal my money and run off and start it, you might well put a motherfucking millstone around your neck.